Hi everyone, welcome to today's video, and in this tutorial I will be showing you on how you can recreate this retro type of a typography. Now it's really simple to do, and let's see how that happens. So I've already opened this new document uh, which is 1280 pixels by 1280 pixels, and I've already given a name to my document as well called retro typography. So if you want, you can choose any size of document or stick to the same document size that I will be using. Okay, and before we begin, I would like to make sure that I'm in the right window, which is Essentials Classics. This will actually help me to see all these tools right here on my screen. And also, I will be making a few changes here. Go to the view option and make sure that my snap to point is selected and deselect the snap to pixel option. Okay. Now, I will be creating this letter A first. So I'll be using this type tool and just just click on my document. I'll remove this dummy text and then just type in A. I will now resize this to make it bigger like this, and I will be changing the font style. So by default is my Riyadh Pro, but I will be using Montestrat and making it bold. So Montestrat is actually a free font that you can download easily and then use it. But other than that, in case you do not want to download this font, you can use any type of good heavyweight font such as a sans or a serif font. I will reselect this and make the font size to be 200 points like that. Okay. Now, first I want to do is I will make an outline of this letter A. So I will I'll select this, right click and select this create outlines option, and now I will be changing the fill of this letter. So by default you can see the fill is black, but I'll double click on this fill and choose a really nice dark red shade. So I'll just drag this over here to this red option and select this dark red shade, somewhat like a maroon shade, and click on OK. Okay. Now I will select this again and make a copy by clicking on Alt and dragging it like that. So for the second letter that we created, I will be now changing the color. So I will be making a tan, like a really light orangish brown shade for that. I'll drag this over here to this orange options and drag it upwards like this to over here. So you can see this light orange shade is here. That looks pretty good, and click on OK. Alright. So now I will activate the stroke and click on this eyedropper tool. Click on Shift and select the color to get the same shade of an outline. Now I will be changing the stroke weight. So I'll be making this 16 like that. It looks pretty good. Okay. Now I want to bring this shape right behind this first letter. Right? I'll select this, right click, go to arrange and send to back. Now I will go over here to this align panel, and first I'll do vertically align You will have to select both these two letters, make it centrally aligned, and now vertically aligned like that. So now I'll select both of these options again. I'll zoom in a little, and by clicking on Shift, I will deselect this red letter and you can see only this bigger outline is selected. Now what I want to do is, now that this is selected, I will be making an outline of the second one as well. So to do that, I will be going to Object, Path, and Outline Stroke, like that. And this is the edit that I want right now. So now I will be making another copy of this shape by clicking on Ctrl C plus Ctrl V, and like that. So now that this is here, I will be now changing the color of this new one. I'll again go back to the fill and change it to a darker blue shade. I'll drag it over here like this, and this dark blue looks great. And now I will be changing the stroke size of this one. So going back to the stroke weight, I will be using 40, but before that I will be changing the stroke color of this as well. So again, now that my stroke color is activated, go back to the eyedropper tool, click on click on Shift to create an outline of the same color, and then change the stroke size to 40, or you can make it even thinner by selecting 35, whatever suits you, and just drag this on top of the first letter like that. Right click, arrange, and send to back like that. Okay, now we'll be creating an outline of this dark blue one as well. To do that, we'll go back to Object, Path, and Outline Stroke like this. So once that's done, I'll be copy pasting this blue one again by clicking on Ctrl C plus Ctrl V, and just dragging this a little like that. Go back, right click again, go to Arrange, and send to back like that. Okay, so the reason why I'm doing this is because I want to make something like a 3D effect like this, right? So once that's done, I'll go back, will be choosing my pen tool, making sure that the fill is the same color like that, and the stroke is not there because it's not needed. I'll zoom in a little, come over here to this top, select this anchor point, and just make one like that. Come down over here and repeat the same thing on this side and on this side as well. So selecting these anchor points and closing it like that. Similarly on this side as well, like that. So now that's done. Now the next thing we have to do is create these type of lines right here, right? To do that, we'll be going over here to this rectangle tool, and I will be choosing my fill to be green. Make sure we do not really need the stroke, so let that be the way it is, and just make one rectangle going across like that. And I'll probably bring this one a little down over here from where the red A starts, and decreasing the opacity from 100% to 50%. And I'll just make another copy of this rectangle by clicking on Alt and probably bring it down over here. Zoom in again, and I'll just decrease the size of this one by bringing it on top like that. I'll select this bigger rectangle again. Now we'll go to Object, Blend and Make. So this type comes in. So now we'll go back to Object, Blend, and this time choose Blend options. So instead, in the spacing option, instead of smooth color, we'll be using specified steps and giving it a number of 8. And if we click on preview, you can see this type of comes in, or maybe just decrease it a little bit more and make it 6, like that. So it's up to you as to how much specified space you want to give, but I personally really like this 6 one right here, and click on OK. So while this is still selected, we'll go back to Object and click on Expand and OK. So once that's done, I'll select both these two shapes like that. Go to the Pathfinder tool and select this minus front like that. But in case if this is happening where you get this message that there are no two intersecting paths, that's okay. So to fix that, we will I'll be selecting all of this. No, wait. Let's try it again. This, and just select this red letter and this orange one again, and do a minus to front. Again, if you're facing the same issue, we can go ahead and group these together by right click and making it a group like that, and now doing minus front. Okay, so one mistake I was doing, we just have to click on select this and just select the first red letter by clicking on shift, and now then doing minus front like that, and we get this effect. Now once that's done, the only thing left to do is to create this grunge type of effect. To do that, I will be opening a new image, which is this type of texture like this. So you can go ahead and download a similar texture, and what we'll have to do is bring it to the document, our original document, and scale it down a little by clicking on Shift plus Alt like that, resizing this a little bit more. And making sure that the image just about covers the letter like that. Yeah, okay. So once that's done, I'll bring it outside like this and just make another copy like this. I'll now group these together. Go over here to this transparency tool, and while this is still selected, I'll click on this option named Make Mask. And once that's done, this text will temporarily be hidden, and just click on this black box once and then copy it like that. And now all we have to do is just adjust the image onto a letter like that, so that you get a good grunge type of effect right on top of this letter. So you can let it be the way it is, or probably just, rotate it like that, play around as to how you want the effect to come on your letter like that. Now once that's done, we can go ahead and save our document. To do that, we'll be going to File, Save As, and by default, as you can see that a Save As type comes in as Adobe Illustrator. I will be letting the Save As type be the way it is so that in case if I want to make any change, I can easily do that by accessing my Adobe Illustrator file, and let the file name be retro typography, and then just click on Save and OK. And there you go. This was our retro typography tutorial. And I hope you found this video to be useful, and with a little practice you can go ahead and try it with different type of letters, different types of words, etc. So thank you for watching. Keep practicing and stay tuned for more.